All right, guys, we're in one. We're coming down to the final candle, trying to hold on for the win. We need to push up strong here. 52 seconds, we'll see what happens. All right, we are in a barn burner here, people. Barn burner, pushing up. Euro's been strong. Euro's been strong. We need this candle to close on its top. All right, great close. We gotta hold on. Let's count it down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Say it with me.
Easy money.
Hey guys, how's it going? JD here. So I want to make this special video to finish off the month of June because I've noticed in the comments that I'm getting the same question over and over again in certain different ways. And the question has to do with my expiration times on trades. All right. So in this video right here, we are going to discuss binary options expiration times. Right. So number one, believe it or not, the expiration time is not the biggest factor. You know, I get this question so much. What time are you using? What time are you using? What time are you using? It's leading me to believe that you guys think there's some magic expiration time that's going to cause you to win every trade. That number does not exist to my knowledge. I do not have a magic number that wins every time. I don't. Okay. And so I get that question so often that I think you guys are putting too much emphasis on how long you're in the trade, like whether you should take a 30-second trade, a minute trade, a 2-minute trade, a 5-minute trade, a 10-minute trade. Okay. Now, if you go back on my videos, I've made a lot of videos and I've used several different expiration times. But what I want to get across in this video here is that the expiration time, number one, is not the most important thing. Okay. And number two, well, let me just deal with number one. Okay, so what is the most important thing? The most important thing is the setup. Okay, the most important thing is that you're taking a price action entry at the right time, at the right spot on the chart with trend. That's the most important factor. Okay, once you learn enough price action, okay, once you practice enough. See, because when people continually ask me about the time, that lets me know you're not practicing, right? Because you can figure this out yourself, okay? By practicing, by taking enough trades. But if you take enough trades, right? Well, okay. The setup is most important, all right? But once you get used to taking price action trades, once you get used to reading the price chart, once you have an understanding of the market cycle, the rule of two, some of these foundational price action truths that we trade off of, then you will know what time to use. Because here's the thing, all trades aren't created equally. So here's a few examples, right? If you happen to find a very strong trend, okay, and I define a strong trend as has very shallow pullbacks, maybe 1 bar, 2 bars at the most, and then the trend continues. So it's a trend up, it's a barely pullback and up. All right. If you know that the market is in a strong trend, you can take 1-minute trades. Why take more than that? Because every pullback to the 21 EMA, every little pullback to the 21 EMA, once that red candle bounces off that EMA, you get one little green up, you can go 1 minute, right? You can do that all day long. When I first started, because I understand the rule of two, where you're gonna get a trend up, trend break, and then a retest to a new high. Once I would start getting that push up, I used to do 1-minute trades all day off of that setup. That's a 1-minute setup, okay? But I wouldn't take a swing trade, right, at 1 minute, because the market could go into a range for a minute before it takes off. So that lowers the probability of that trade. But taking a 1-minute expiration time in the right market condition raises your chance of winning. Okay, so you have to understand how to trade. There's no magic number, right? If you take the wrong expiration time in the wrong market condition, you're not gonna get the results you want. All right. So I do have favorites though, and I'll share some of those with you guys. Typically, a lot of my trades, well, it depends on what I'm doing. I mean, they're scalping, they're swing trading to me. That's the only thing. Those are two things I do. I don't trade off the day chart. I'm not doing really long-term or week chart, anything like that. In binary options market, I'm trading off a 1 minute time chart. So I don't need, I don't need super extra long expiration times. Okay. So a typical setup, just to say a basic second entry long, second entry short, high, low, lower, high. Those work at 3 minutes. Those work at 5 minutes. They just do. At one point I was having more success at 5 minutes. I've been on a streak of 3 minutes lately. There's no magic number. You just have to take good, solid price action entries. If I get a second entry long right off the 21 EMA with a beautiful signal candle, it's probably gonna work at 3 minutes or 5. You guys see me do these chart lessons all the time, and you see how I'd be like, 3 minutes would have worked, 5 minutes would have worked, 10 minutes would have worked. All right, when you take solid price action entries, 3 minutes will work, 5 minutes will work, 10 minutes will work. It kind of comes into what you like. A lot of times I like to give my setup time to play out. But again, the more and more you trade, the more and more you practice, the more and more you spot the market condition that's ideal, you will know, like, okay, a rally-based rally. Hey, that is a 3 minute trade. That ain't no 5 minute trade. That ain't no 10 minute trade. If I see three strong candles up, one little red back, and then a nice strong green, that's a 3 minute shot. It's a 1 minute or 3 minute shot. I'm not doing 5 on that, because a lot of times that rally-based rally is a lot of times that's the end right before it'll come back. So at 5 minutes, I probably would have been up 3, 4 candles, and that 5th candle come back for the loss, right? You have to learn, you have to practice enough to understand your setup. And if you do enough of your practicing yourself instead of asking me, right? If you go out and practice, you will see over time that, all right, if I got a rally-based rally, I'm doing 1 minute or I'm doing 3 minutes, depending on how I feel that momentum is moving. 5 is out of the question. You take enough trades in demo, right? Sharpening up your skills, you will learn what works best. Okay. Here's another example. When I get a range fade set up, I like 10 minutes. But I had a student just tell me the other day, they went 7 out of 7, taking nothing but range fades at 3 minutes. Well, they took great entries, right? Range fades can definitely work they can work at 3 minutes. They can work at 5 minutes. I like 10. It doesn't mean that it can't work at 3, but the range fade, that trade is kind of one of those ones that, because see, with that range fade, that you truly are catching that reversal. So I totally believe them when they said 3 minutes was working. I believe that completely. I personally like 10, because let's say the range is 20 bars. Let's say it's 20 bars in that range. I know that if I take a 10 minute trade, the prices should be about in the middle when I run out of time. You know what I'm saying? And then if it play around at the top for 4, 6, 7 bars, I still should get 3 to drop in my favor. You see what I mean? So that's why I like 10 minutes. Because it doesn't always hit the top and then just reverse. It doesn't always do that. But the person who just went 7 out of 7, he must have caught a great range where it hit the top, dropped, hit the bottom, ran up, hit the top, drop, so it's possible. It's possible. So you have to pick an expiration time that fits your personality, that fits your trade setup, that fits the proper market condition. You know what I'm saying? That's it. You have to take the right trade for you, for for your trading setup. Okay, and just practice, right? Just practice. Because if you guys continue to ask me in the comments, my answer is going to be the same. It depends on the setup. For me, it all depends on the setup. I've been doing this a long time, right? I have a feel for my setups. They're my setups. I know my second entries, I like 3 minutes or 5. You know, I know my higher lows, I like 3 minutes or 5. You know what I'm saying? I know if I see a rally-based rally, I'm going 3 minutes. I know if I'm in a range, I'm gonna go 10. It's just, you know, it's just what I do. You know, it's just what I know. So if you practice, you'll get a feel for the best expiration time. But remember, the setup, taking proper price action setups is the most important thing. There is no expiration time. There's no magic expiration time. There is no magic expiration time. Okay, I've had runs where 5 minutes seemed like king, and then I've had some times where I'm like, man, 5 minutes is seeming too long. I would have won at 3 minutes. I've had some times where 3 minutes was mwah. And then I had some times 3 minutes was getting me in trouble. I needed to look. So you gotta be able to flow with the market. All right, you gotta be able to know your setup, and you have to be able to choose what's best. All right, so just one last little housekeeping thing, because I'm getting this question too all the time, and so and I do owe you guys somewhat of an explanation. So many people keep asking me, what is the expiration time for my easy money trade? Okay, if you've noticed, possibly I went out of my way to hide the time on that trade. Here's why. Okay, I came across a time that I really like for my swing trade because of my just analyzing my charts from my swing trading timeless community. I was going back over it, and I was looking at all of the setups that were successful and weren't successful, and I just happened to notice a time that I said, you know, if I go at this time, it may work. So I tested it out, and it did. And what I decided to do was add the easy money trade to my course for my students, for people who have believed in me, reached out, spent their hard-earned money to purchase my course. I wanted to give my students something that you can't get on YouTube for free. All right, that's why I haven't shown the time. Okay, I said, you know what, I give a lot of information away for free on YouTube. It's only right that my students have something that everybody else doesn't have. Y'all feel me on that? I mean, that's where I'm at with it. You know what I mean? I give a lot away. Okay, I drop a lot of gems on this YouTube channel, and so, you know, my course truly teaches my course teaches you all things price action trading, but I wanted something just a little special. I wanted to add just one more gem that I had planned to never give away on YouTube or Instagram or anywhere else. Okay, just as a thank you to my students. All right, just as something that they can pick up, start to make money a little bit easier. But everybody ain't gonna use it or like it, you know what I'm saying? Because it's a swing trade, you know. And hey, people don't like to be in trades too long. So people like 30 seconds. People like 15 seconds out here. It's people like, you know what I'm saying? Hey, it's people who don't want to do more than a minute in a trade. All right, so it's not for everybody anyway. But for those who, you know, like swing trades, it was also something for the swing traders, because a lot of the strategies are kind of short-term scalps, you know. So I had to get something for the swing traders, but I truly wanted to give something to my students that, hey, in-house gem for you to help you make money easy. And so I named it the Easy Money Trade, and it's killing. June has been wonderful. All right, so I'm very excited for the rest of the year, you know, with all these tools. So inside that court, man, I got a lot of tools. Hey, it's a lot. We locked and loaded. All right, we People, hey, my students know, they can attest. We locked and loaded over here. All right, there's a lot of ways to make money. And lastly, just while I'm on this, real pairs, y'all. I mean, I know this is this big debate out there. Trade real pairs. I mean, if you struggling, if you even have any inkling that something ain't right on your losses, if you suffering a whole bunch of close losses, switch over to real pairs. Switch over to real pairs. Because since I've been on real pairs, I haven't had any of those close losses. I've had a whole bunch of close wins. And when I lose, it just feels different. I'm just like, yep. I can go over to the strength indicator meter and see like, oh yeah, the dollar got strong. Wow. You know, it's legit. So it feels even losing feels better, if that makes any sense at all. Okay. I can accept the loss much better knowing that I wasn't cheated. And I'm not saying that these brokers are cheating. I'm saying because I trade real pairs, when I lose, I can personally accept that loss a little bit better, especially when I can go over to a strength meter. I can match up. I mean, if I'm in the Audi Swiss and then I go and I lose, and then I go to the Euro Swiss and the Swiss was strong in both pairs, I know I didn't get cheated. The Swiss got strong. I lost. I can live with that, right? I can live with that. But I'm telling you, I've only been doing it a month. Now I did it last summer though, real pairs too, and killed it. I don't know what ever made me go back to OTC. I cannot remember. But anyway, it's only been a month. But what I can say is that it feels like everything is working better. Okay, that's all I can say. It feels like every setup I take works better in the real pairs. Like not just the other day. Like in this video, I've brought up rally-based rallies a few times. You guys may not even know what that setup is. It's in the course. I haven't taken a rally-based rally. It may have been a complete year. Real talk. No, let me say it this way. I haven't won a rally-based rally, and I don't know when. Like I would take one every now and again, OTC, if I see it, and I used to lose them all the time. I'd be like, yeah, it's just not the highest percentage trade. I know it works, but it ain't the highest percentage trade. That's kind of how I categorized it. But I'm even winning rally-based. Even rally-based rallies is working in the real pairs because you really catching that momentum. You know what I'm saying? And ain't nothing changing that momentum till it's supposed to run out. Okay, so I'm just saying. If it's been any kind of struggle, if you feeling any kind of shady business going on, but you love binary options, you just love the simplicity of it. You love to be able to just go up or down. You love to be able to make $100 in 3 minutes. Those are the things that attracts us to binary options. I feel you. Switch over to real pairs. The beauty of binary options, it gets even more beautiful when you're trading real pairs. Because again, I'll say it again, there's some advantages. Number one, if you're a forex trader, there's advantages because you already have a feel for the market. And number two, you can go over and look at a currency strength meter. Just put it in Google, currency strength meter. Click on the one. It's like live.co.k something UK, something like that's what I use. Hey, switch over there, grab that. I mean, just look, and when you can just look and be like, all right, the euro is weak, it's got 1 bar. The dollar is strong, it's got 5 bars. Let me go find a dollar pair. Again, let me go to the euro dollar pair. See if I can find a setup going with trend, going with the strong dollar. Man, that is people. Dude, I don't know if you guys don't understand that is such a cheat code. Do you hear me? That is a cheat code. When you know how to read a price chart and then you can go validate which currency is strongest right now, man, that is a cheat code. I hope I don't get kicked off the platform because the rest of this year is gonna be murder, kill. Okay, I'm out for blood. I am out for blood. I'm trying to. That is such a cheat code, people. if you are not using the currency strength, if you are not using the real pairs and binary options, you are missing the boat. I know when you first go to it, it looks like choppy compared to OTC. OTC look like it's real smooth. That's because it's a computer program. Okay, that's because it's some old charts that they just running the program on, so it's looking real smooth. Okay, but they can do stuff with that program. So when you first go to the real market, it's gonna look choppy to you. It's gonna look like, nah, that ain't it. Trade it at the right times, right? You may have to get up a little earlier. Between 4 a.m. and noon, all that choppiness, no, it looks just like OTC, okay? But it trends better. The setup, man, I'm trying not to say the setups work better, but man, they've been working real nice. They've been working real nice, okay? And like today, I even got some 92%. Like I got 92% in real pairs. So that money situation ain't, you just got to trade it between 4 a.m. Eastern Standard Time and noon, and you can get 89%, 88%. We're talking about $2-3 difference from 92. But today I got 92% on the euro dollar pair. No, it was euro CAD. It was euro CAD. I got 92%. And then on my euro dollar pair, I got like 89%, 88%. Hey, $2 ain't worth taking the risk of getting cheated in OTC. Let me just say that. $2 to $3 ain't worth it. Forget 92%. If I can steady get 89% every day, I'm good with that. I just risk enough to make my $100 so I can get my 2 wins, see you $200 a day. All right. So yeah, I may risk a little more. Yeah, the risk to reward ratio ain't great. I may risk 125, to make 100. But I'm okay with that because I have a higher percentage chance to make that 100 now. Think about that, right? Yeah, I'm risking $25 more or $15 more or whatever it is than if I was at OTC at 92%. But I have a higher chance of winning now. I got a higher chance of winning, and I'm only trying to get my boom, boom, boom. I'm only trying to get 200 and I'm out. 200 a day, man. 200 a day change your life. 200 a day change your life. I ain't trying to be greedy. I ain't trading all day. I go in, I bust them. 100 here, 100 there. I'm out. I'm done. I'm good. 200 a day. 200 a day. So now, I'm losing Sunday. I haven't really been trading on Sunday. Sunday I do. If I trade Sunday, it's got to be OTC. That's a little downfall to it. But I mean, other than that, man, I got that strength meter. We got price action trading that works anywhere. Works OTC, works futures, works Forex, works anywhere on our side. In the real market, it's just that much more powerful. Okay. And that's what I saw for June. Okay. This is kind of a June wrap up. I done changed this video from expiration time to OTC. Let's wrap up June. What I learned in June of 2024 is that I will, for the rest of my career in binary options, be trading real pairs using the cheat code of the currency strength meter. All right. Using the other cheat code of trading with trend, using just my 21 EMA indicator, taking second entries, lower highs, higher lows, rally-based rallies, and range fades to murder, okay? This industry. That's my plan for the rest of the year, okay? And I will take the trade. The trade time will depend on the setup, okay? That's just how it is, because it's just gonna depend. You know what I'm saying? So for everybody who wants to put me in the box of you supposed to only be trading 3 minutes, I'm sorry, I'm not in the box, guys. I'm a trader. I have a feel for the market. I know my setups. Sometimes it's gonna be 3, sometimes it's gonna be 5, sometimes it's gonna be 10, sometimes it's gonna be X. Okay, I have a feel for my setups. All right, and so all I can do is teach you what I know. And practice, and experience will give you that same feel too. So you'll know which time to take for which setups. All right. So I'm gonna wrap that up. This is gonna wrap up June. It's been a magnificent month. We've learned a lot. Yahuwah has blessed us again and given us a new trade, brought us to the real pairs, giving us a trading advantage. Man, there's some other stuff I can't speak on yet that came about in June, but just let me tell you, June has been a blessed month for me, and it's gonna bless you too in the very near future. All right, so I'm gonna wrap it up with that. Let's go into July, y'all, and let's stick them up. All right, so see you in July. And as always, my name is JD, and I wish you increase on the Sutton. Bye-bye. If you want to learn price action trading, you can visit www.jdhyder.com, where you will find the IOTS price action trading system, which is the course that you need to begin to increase on the Sutton.